What did Dwayne Haskins say? Dwayne Haskins, you think he took a shot at Washington?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, Diggs, you're a big Steelers guy. This was definitely a compliment to Mike Tomlin, but also taking a shot. So, Dwayne Haskins, I guess, was asked by a reporter whatever's going on. He said, I think that Coach Tomlin does a great job as far as giving you a scouting report of who you're playing that week. And then this is the part. I've never really had that before.
Yeah, I don't think it's a compliment to Tomlin at all, because you get scouting reports in high school, you get scouting reports in junior high. Like, there's no way this is true, AJ.
Well, no, I took it as, I interpreted this as Dwayne saying, like, Tomlin has given me, as for the first time, like, a scouting report that actually helps me, that where it's not just like, okay, hey, this guy, this DN, 6'4", 285, long, rangy, doesn't like to bull rush. Like, that's the scouting report I assume that he claims he was getting, and now he's getting, like, real tips on this is what we need to do, this is how you can attack these certain guys, this is the matchup you want to look for. I assume it's just more detailed and is actually something that he could take to the field.
I assume that every single NFL team did that. Do you not? Is that not true?
There's tons of scouting reports. Yeah, like starting Wednesday morning, they'll hand a bunch of them out, and usually even earlier than that, if you're the quarterback, you're there meeting with the coach on Tuesday on the off day and going over game plan. Yeah, I guess some are better than others, though. A lot of coaches give tests like the night before a game to their position groups. Different coaches, like how they try to make sure their guys know what's going on. And some coaches, that's the difference. Some coaches want to give a test just to try to show, like, okay, who's not studying, who's not watching film, who's not prepared. And I think the good coaches, they try to give tests, or they try to give information to their players that they can digest and use to help them make plays. And then when a player feels that and knows, like, hey, this guy can help me. Like, he's not doing this to punish me. He can help me. Everything he's doing is to make me put myself in position to make plays where I can anticipate things on the field. Then you trust that coach more, and you'll go with it. Maybe that's what Dwayne is saying right here.
If you're a quarterback, though, isn't a lot of that on you? I mean, I know, like, I don't know if you know him at all or have heard anything, but, like, Pat talks about all the time, like, the amount of preparation that Peyton would put in, like, the week of a game, like, the truly elite guys, like, they're not relying on a scouting report to do everything, right? Like, they're dissecting stuff, they're trying to find stuff, watching film. Like, I feel like that's kind of a cop-out, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, yeah, especially like the guys that have been doing it for a long time in the NFL. They have their own system, their own program, but they're working with their quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, their head coach, and they're bouncing ideas off each other the whole time. But yeah, they've already done the majority of their study, and they have their opinions on what they can do to attack them, and then they get the game plan from the coach, and then go with it and see what you agree on, what you disagree on. So you're right. When you're an NFL quarterback, a lot of it is on you and your backups to kind of maybe do some of the grunt labor that you may not have the time for, so you can reference it, I guess, when you're looking at things. But I don't know. Dwayne Haskins, does he have it? Is he going to make this team? Is he going to be the backup? Where are you guys at with that?
I mean, it definitely seems like he's making the team if he's starting the last preseason game, right?
Well, Ben,
or they want to showcase him.
Ben and Mason are not starting. So, and it's reporting that Mason is most likely 99% going to be the number 2.
Nice.
I don't know if it is definite that he's going to make the team. I personally think he should make the team, but apparently this last game with him and Dobbs is going to be probably the guy who's going to be number 3, but it would be weird if...
Will they keep 3?
No, I mean, they'll keep him, what? You could roster him, right? Not on the 53. You could practice squad him. He's young.
Is that still going? How are the practice squad rules now? Are they still on the COVID rules where, like, anyone can practice squad?
I don't know, to be honest.
I think they still have that rule where you can send guys down and bring them up like 3 times, I think, during the season. And I think it's still – is it not 55? And did they not keep the 55?
Well, and they increased the number of people that can be on the practice squad, right?
Yeah. So they've changed a bunch of rules. But with this, back to the whole, like, warm-up kind of pregame, whatever, the prep for the game, is he trying to say that at Ohio State you guys didn't do any game planning? It was just go out there and let the talent take over, let the athletes be athletes?
I don't know. Is he taking a shot at Ryan Day and Urban Meyer here too, you think? Is that what you're reading it?
I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Are they doing that over there?
Less thinky, more athlete doing.
Yeah.
We know Sirianni. Like, doesn't Sirianni give, like, super detailed game plans to his guys? I know Ty knows about that.
I mean, I would imagine so. I'm hoping that we're going to get to figure out if he does give these. I'm sure we'll hear about it if he does. I can almost guarantee we will.
AJ, I always figured, like, you would get a game plan, or not a game plan, or a scouting report or whatever, to be like, this team on third down loves to do this. Like, I figured it always very detailed. That was just my assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely very detailed, but I think, at least for myself personally, when I find something on my own, or with the film study I would do and how I would want to study offenses and how they're trying to attack us, I always learn better too if I saw it first. If I didn't read it, okay, here we go. Third down, they like to do this, and then you try to like go find that. I don't know. I feel like when you find it out on your own, when you seek that and you kind of put together what you see before you get that game plan, I think that's beneficial because then you can kind of see which matches up. And then at least for myself, I had a lot better recall that way than just reading and trying to remember what somebody had told me or put on like an outline, I guess. What about school? You guys that way in school? You guys cram for tests? I mean, I don't know. This might be a rough crowd to ask how you guys handled schooling. But
what do you mean?
I never crammed. I was always studying basically after every class. It was like, okay, hey, we got a test in 3 weeks. We might as well start studying now, or else we'll be screwed.
If I
you're setting up study groups, Connor?
Oh yeah. I was the leader of the study groups. AJ, you have no clue, dude.